Hi everyone, I hope you have been enjoying this series on beginning Spanish. In this lesson number 7, we will look at gender, articles, and pluralization of nouns in Spanish. In Spanish, nouns have two important features. Like nouns in English, Spanish nouns can be singular or plural. However, nouns also have gender in Spanish. That is, nouns can be masculine or feminine. Now, this gender doesn't necessarily or simply mean that the thing being described is literally masculine or feminine. No. While this is sometimes the case, the gender is more a grammatical feature of the language, which tells you which form of the article, which we will get to more in just a second, should be assigned to a noun. Let's look at gender in a bit more detail, and then we would look at the articles and pluralization of nouns. So first, most but not all Spanish nouns which end in O are masculine. For example, el carro or el auto, which means car, and el horno, which means oven. And most nouns that refer to a male are masculine. So some examples are el señor, man, and el doctor, male doctor. Next, most nouns that end in R or L are masculine. So, for example, el amor, love, and el papel, paper. For feminine nouns, most nouns that end in A are feminine. For example, la ventana, window, and la puerta, door. Next, we have nouns which refer to a female, like la mujer, woman, or la doctora, female doctor. And almost all nouns which end in on, O with a tilde or accent mark, and D are feminine. For example, la canción, song, la habitación, room, la amistad, friendship, la actitud, attitude. Note that there are exceptions. So for example, el día, day, and el problema, problem, are both masculine nouns. And la mano, hand, la radio, radio, are both feminine nouns. So there are many other exception examples, and I've included links to 2 articles online which I think are useful, so you can check that out in the description after the video. Now, important to note, when you learn a new noun, it's best to learn whether it's feminine or masculine. This is because there are sometimes exceptions, so we cannot always lump all nouns that have a certain feature all in one basket. So once you learn whether it's feminine or masculine, when you learn the noun, it will seem less daunting, as you would not have to be constantly cross-checking rules and exceptions and so on. Moving on to the article. So there are 2 types of articles, definite and indefinite, and this is the same in English. So the definite article, which translates to the English the, indicates that the noun is specific or known. So for example, the book is on the table. El libro está sobre la mesa. Here we are referring to a specific book that's on a specific table. The indefinite article translates to the English a or one, and it indicates or refers to something that's unspecified or unknown. So for example, a man is in the park. We do not know this man, but maybe we can see that there is a man in the park. Un hombre está en el parque. Both the definite and indefinite articles in Spanish must correspond to the number and gender of the noun. So that is, the article can either be singular or plural, and it can either be masculine or feminine. So this is why gender is also very important to remember. So el and la are the definite articles and translate to the English the. El is used for masculine nouns and la is used for feminine nouns. Un and una are the indefinite articles that translate to a or one. Un is used for masculine nouns and una is used for feminine nouns. In their plural forms, we will look at pluralization of nouns in just a second. The definite articles change to los for masculine nouns and las for feminine nouns. And the indefinite articles change to unos for masculine nouns and unas for feminine nouns. Now let's look at making nouns plural, and in Spanish this is really easy. Nouns which end in a vowel simply add s to make them plural. So hombre changes to hombres and carta changes to cartas and so on. Nouns that end in a consonant add es to make them plural. So pared changes to paredes and mujer changes to mujeres. Now there is an exception, however, for nouns ending in z. These nouns change the z to ces. For example, lápiz changes to lápices and luz changes to luces, and this change is really done to maintain the pronunciation. So the articles which accompany these nouns in the plural form also change, as the article, remember, must match nouns in gender and number. So therefore in the plural the definite article el becomes los and la becomes las. So el hombre, los hombres, la pared, las paredes, and the indefinite article un becomes unos and una becomes unas. So un lápiz, unos lápices, una carta, unas cartas. So that's it for today's video. I know it was a bit long, but I hope that you found it was useful. Don't forget to check out the links in the description, and if you like the video, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. Adios.